All right, water signs. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot. Here to give you a collective reading for the month of October. Some extra energies that I'm picking up on for you as an element. I just did air signs. If you have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius anywhere in your chart, feel free to check that out as well. First notion I got is that, for one, many of y'all have been eating good. I don't know if you've been surrounding yourself by family and you have those people in your family that cook. If your mother or your grandparents still bake and the men in your family still grill, you've been eating good. I feel like you have been taken care of very well by the people that love you, water signs, especially through the comfort of food. Now, not just saying this because it's a cliche. You could also have Taurus in your family. You could have parents that are Taurians. Anything along those lines. But because I'm definitely getting the notion of like comfort food. And whatever you've been going through, not only have you been making it through and persevering, but one of the things that's been easing it is the love that people have been showing you through food. Give me one moment, okay? All right. So now that we are back, I feel as though the energy levels of you are improving. Actually very, very, very high. Maybe it's something that's coming about with the season, but it's starting to have you feel good again, you're smiling again. Maybe starting to get out, take your jogs, take your runs, do those little things you used to do. That is so annoying, especially when you know that there's no grass in that lawn that they're over there cutting. It's like, what are you blowing? What are you cutting? What are you doing? Fucking dirt. Anyways. We got trickery, perfection, and discovery. Let's clarify these cards with Tarot of the Orisha. For some of you, may have been dealing with somebody who was trying to take your money. Trying to take your money, get a hold of your assets. I don't know if you just got a divorce, what's going on, but the person that you fell in love with clearly wasn't who they pretended to be. So you separated yourself from them, you spoke your truth, and decided you wanted to heal yourself and become whole again. And also, reclaim a lot of what's yours. I don't know why I feel like there was somebody who was kind of always in your pockets. But with this Eight of Water, definitely leaving a situation that was weighing you down. Putting it to rest, to regain independence and stability. realizing where true love is where, you know, home is and what the family is. If you have kids, you're worrying about taking care of your kids. You're totally just, like I said, you've been nurtured away from some very, very, very draining things that have had a prolonged period of existence in your life. You know? And the universe is really trying to provide you with blessings here. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to provide you with blessings. Again, just more healings. And you're planting new seeds elsewhere. You know, there's patience and temperance with how things will grow and progress. You're understanding that, you know, you've got to stand on your own 2 feet and do it alone. We've got the 4 of Earth and we've got the 9 of Earth. You know, you're just ready to get these fields ready for harvest, you know? You're looking in a new direction, you've got a new attitude. You have this, you know, you have had the support that it propels you to go out on your own and begin seeking a new path. Many of you, I'm telling you, water signs, may have lost yourself in a previous endeavor, dealing with a particular person, okay? You may have really lost yourself in that. Danger looms, though. Danger looms in the sense, let me just put it like this. The best thing you can do right now is continue to, I guess, be within the energetic walls of your home. Be around just those close to you. Be around the family, and that's why I feel like I keep putting an emphasis on them. Like I end up saying that one in one regard or another, is because though you are slowly starting to put yourself out there, there's an energy warning that somebody's watching you. Like this deck definitely has different meanings for the cards, you know, like than any other deck with Tarot the Orisha. Like the 5 of air would be akin to the 5 of swords, right? I mean, they just give like a more detailed and interesting insight to like the energy. But, and I've noted this before whenever it's come out. You see, you've got these birds here. There's kind of like this carefree nature that they're having. And though they know better about like the general happenings in the environment, like poachers, stuff like that, you know, sometimes they can still boldly just expose themselves. Right now they're going to drink, but they're having fun. They're not thinking anything of just, I guess, tactically getting there. I'm not saying you're not thinking tactically, but I mean, when you're comfortable, you're comfortable. Like, and you just do comfortable things. So that's what they're doing. They're just kind of going out freely, but you see that there's like the barrel of a rifle there that's extending behind a tree. And that's where it's hiding, you know, a poacher, an enemy, however you want to put that. So it talks about just being very careful. Like, I really do feel like someone is watching y'all water signs, and it's beyond them not wanting you to move on. Like, you've got to realize that if you've kept them out of anything in your life already, you've got to continue to, because they would try to find a way to sabotage like anything that you are creating. You don't want that, okay? Yeah, Oba. So we're talking about cutting the energy off and putting an end to it, okay? New waters are flowing, carrying you in new directions. And what you need to do now is continue to cut off energy that does not serve you so that you can flow with that water and not be, you know, a hindrance to, you're not gonna be a hindrance to it, it's gonna fucking flow around you. What I'm saying, if you wanna flow with it, you know, you better lighten your load. And what comes right after Oba, Yansa, again, because this is all, these two are the incarnations of Oya. We're talking about death and transformation. Oba cuts it off, Yansa puts it to rest. The guardian of the cemetery, who presides, you know, basically presides over the transitioning. okay? She's the one who allows you to pass, your soul to pass from shell on the side of this incarnation, you know? And storms are of her too, because it brings death, it brings destruction. And then from that, you get the sunshine, but you have that your land was watered, and the food can, you know, flourish. The animals akin to us, you know, and so on and so forth. But basically, it's just talking about transformative energy, okay? And being vigilant, because Oba does speak of vigilance. You've got to be vigilant during any transformation. Just imagine how sensitive a caterpillar is on the change to a butterfly, right? Very vulnerable and sensitive occurrence there that you'd have to imagine it would be in, or could only hope in, it was a safe and sound place where if you weren't able to uphold your own vigilance, the surroundings that you placed yourself in would. And I know a place where you can be vigilant 100%. Chilling in your own fucking domicile, really, because with dwarves and gnomes here, you know, you still got to keep a lot secret. I don't think it's the time to let any big plans out yet. I don't really think it's time to, yeah, of course, continue to put things in motion, but just communicate with very few what you're doing. You're going to receive levels of victory soon. You're going to have your tower moment where luck begins to change, and I think you will be able to step back out into the world, okay, with a new beginning here. You will be able to step back out into the world, but for right now, there's just somebody you gotta watch out for, man. Interesting. We talk about death and new life because the card of, you know, San Oba to the to what happened with the tower, you know, an immense change. Yamanya, the mother who gives birth, you know, you're having to, it's just not time yet. It's not really time yet to make your move out into the world. It's just seeming a little dangerous from I guess, it could be a jealous past energy. It could honestly be a friend. It could be someone in your circle that you need to watch out for. Like multiple people, I'm sensing. Well, I'd imagine if you were taking away any foundation you provided someone with monetarily, and as far as a home or hell, food, whatever it is, hell, maybe you had them eating good and now, you know, and their ass can't cook and now they miss it. I don't know, but either way, whatever you took from them, they don't know how to act. You're about to get enlightenment on the situation. As far as this union is concerned, you're about to get enlightenment on a situation. What enlightenment is coming through, though? Got the Princess of Discs with the Mirror of Discs. Okay, pairing. Six of Wands, Seven of Discs, Ace of Cups. what it seems to be is that there are two people who are not really paying attention to one another. Like, I feel like you definitely see them more than they're giving on that they see you. But they're one of the biggest supporters in your corner, and you wouldn't know it because, you know, they kind of act all nonchalant and standoffish. But there may be someone who a situation may arise, and it's not necessarily a dangerous situation, but it's a situation that arises where, say you run into your ex and an argument starts, whatever, because you're out and about and you run into this individual. I don't know, but there's going to be something that happens. Oh, this is a total fuck. This is not a total stranger, but it's a pretty... Yeah, I don't know if you know this person. There's going to be a situation where someone kind of steps in and saves you from an argument, a fight, a certain situation, stands in and defends you, stands in. I'm seeing something like that. And they did it out of just like the goodness of their heart. But it's going to be two people coming together who just so happen to be looking for the same things, ready to become a king, ready to become a queen with someone and really build a foundation to go along with like the mutual feeling of the Ace of Cups, two people with cups to give to make a fountain flow. It's almost like you're gonna appreciate whatever this person does. It doesn't even matter if they come to your rescue on Facebook, if they chime in on your fucking, like I said, you might barely know this person if you do at all. But if you barely know them and they're on your social media, they might, like, if there's a thread of a post because of whatever goes on in your life, they just kind of make themselves known as a supporter of you. And something may come from that. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Air. Clearer question here. It's like, do you choose love or do you choose... There's like two levels of completion here. You can go either way and it will like give a definitive answer to like the last question of a cycle. What have you learned? Love, new beginnings, birth, or death, destruction. Because the 10 of Air here, the 10 of Swords is definitely talking about like these birds were all poisoned, and it's like I said, these cards take on a different meaning. But yeah, it's genocide basically. Which, not trying to be dark here, the card is what the card is, but it's the complete opposite of 10 of Water, where it talks about people coming together, you know, putting all the cups together. I mean, you've got literally 10 dead birds, 10 living fish. These are all separate, these are making one. The realization of this on both sides, I think, could bring together a very, very strong beginning of a connection here. You know what I mean? Two people deciding to be open, a little less shy. We are talking about the pentacles here, and we are talking about emirs and princesses, not quite kings and queens yet. But very strong in what they bring to the table, nonetheless. Well, of course, Temperance would come out. I guess it would take a little time, wouldn't it? Y'all dealing with an earth sign or Sagittarius. Either way, It's almost like hold on. A couple more shuffles of this deck. It's a lot. Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, Knight of Wands. Cool. Well, basically this ends up with see, this Knight of Pentacles here is interesting here with this King of Cups. It's basically going to come down to a decision that you make. I really feel as though this new individual is really waiting on you to make a move, okay? And they're coming up as the King of Cups, and later the Knight of Wands, and the prior person is coming up as the Knight of Pentacles. So, and that would make sense. Okay, so the prior person is coming up as the Knight of Pentacles. Used to dealing with Knight of Pentacles energy. We have the Mirror of Disc on the board. The Mirror of Disc would be akin to the Knight of Pentacles as well. And the double meaning for that is talking about how you may have been illusioned of this person being a Knight of Pentacles energy based upon certain actions. As far as their true intent, it is to rush towards you with this Knight of Wands energy, but there's a decision that has to fully be made yet. And with the Six of Swords, it talks about what you're moving away from, but you quite haven't made it to the shore of destination yet. But I feel as though when you're there, that's when this person will take charge. And the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor the moment you decide, to go along with this new direction, this new change here. Because one thing about the King of Cups energy is that it can be shifty in the sense that if you don't capture it when it's there, it can float on. I feel like people who embody the King of Cups energy, whether they're Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer or not, because I mean, I'm reading for water signs, yet they're coming up as the King of Cups. It's like they're gonna find somebody to love them, even if it's themselves. So they can go back to, and I mean, like, hey, this is how y'all mirror one another, because this is what water signs just can do. This is, even though they're coming up as this energy, this is your still like element, and it's like they can easily go give them that cup to someone else, or just give it to themselves. But there has to be a mutual effort within the understanding that this is serious here. I don't feel as though they want to waste any time. Like I said, underneath the surface, they carry the energy of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is leading to the Ace of Cups here. So, how about that? Pele, I just pulled what was at the top of the deck. I always shuffle these before I put them back anyways. Pele, Divine Passion. Be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? Well, whatever it is, move towards it. Move towards it quickly. We got the Knight of Wands here. We got Pele coming out on the board telling you that, you know, you're good to make this decision. But also with the Wheel of Fortune and this clock being here, it's telling me that there's a lot of cards. Again, how I talked about how time may be running out. There's no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. Take the top one, Isolde, Undying Love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Receptivity, these two fell. Receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. And you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. But essentially, like, we'll just use these two to clarify. Isolde here. Isolde of Undying Love. Like, basically, this is saying that you can't make the wrong choice when it goes with going towards your passion. Like, you can have significantly less anxiety knowing that you're making the right decision for you, and that is time for you to know what your intuition is telling you. When you're open with your heart and your intuition as far as it guiding you towards your true desire, nothing can go wrong. And this is a part of discovery as well. And as you speak your truth, you know, as we were talking about with the perfection card up here, you were speaking your truth that has led you to a level of discovery. Now it's time to live your truth. Now it's time to live your truth. And I see you living it with somebody who wants to live it with you too. So that is excellent, water signs. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments as well. Your comments of resonance. I love ya.